Are you wearing a robe?
I am wearing a robe. So it was John's idea. Those of you watching or listening to the audio, you obviously won't know this, but John was like, you know what? This is going to be our Christmas time episode. So let's wear some ugly sweaters. I don't really have any. As I told you in the DMs, when you put anything on me, it immediately turns beautiful. So I can't really help that.
So you wore a robe.
My mind my mind went to A Christmas Story. The dad's wearing a bathrobe on Christmas morning, so I was like, you know what? Okay, cool. I'll rock a bathrobe, and it's kind of got like some redness to it, so it's kind of Christmas like.
Are we talking about the pervert dad gets turned on by a lamp leg? Yeah,
yes,
that describes you. That's you. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. That will be me as a father one day. Absolutely. Racially insensitive and everything. You know me.
Okay. Yeah, we know you already, AJ. You can't cancel what's already been canceled.
Just to check real quick, sir, are you running your mic? It sounds a little funky.
I thought I was. Let me see.
Maybe you just got to get a little bit closer? I don't know.
Oh, here we go.
This should sound better.
Oh my God. Yeah, you sound like a dream.
It was going through the computer mic. Why does it not save the setting I've picked? How many episodes have we had? 3? The 3 times we've done this.
Well, it's nice to know that a computer can be as dumb as its owner, so that's okay. It's okay.
Infuriated.
Absolutely.
Oh, let's open this bad boy. Dracula.
The color scheme going on.
Daiquiri.
Dracula Daiquiri by 450 North Brewing Company. Yeah, me too. This is a gift from John, actually. He just supplied me with it randomly one day, and I could not deny him. But it's a daiquiri kind of flavored beer, and it's also on the backside, Slushy XL for the video viewers.
So nice. This can doesn't give me the same instructions as the other sour I bought, but this does say store cold, drink fresh due to large amounts of fruit in the beer. So I'm gonna go ahead and follow the rules of the last beer I got, and I'm gonna turn this bad boy like this for like a second or two.
Upside down, boys.
So it lets the fruit mix in, I guess. I don't fucking know.
I'm gonna get another exploding beer in my face, aren't I?
I mean, you're used to things exploding in your face, right? So what's
you're
another beer?
Not wrong. What's a beer then at this point? Really? Yeah.
So AJ, I gotta let you know, Spider-Man dies. Dead. Head right off.
Okay, so to anyone who doesn't know, John, as of this recording, John has had a day since seeing Spider-Man No Way Home. My ass, as talked about in an earlier episode, had gone through hoops and ladders to get tickets for this damn movie. One I was able to get on Friday night, and then it didn't work out. And so then I was like, okay, you know what? It didn't work out to go with John and his lovely wife, Yvonne. And so I was like, okay, you know what? No big deal. Sin and I will be able to go together on that same evening, just a different time in a different theater, perhaps. Why not? And then it turns out that like a few days later, we find out that, it's her company Christmas dinner that day or that night. So I'm like, fuck, I can't win. And so now I will be talking about this movie, not having seen it until tomorrow. So whoop-de-woo.
That is so, and to think you're gonna, by the time you see it, you already know that the X-Men are in it.
Oh my God. I know you're saying
Captain America definitely comes back, loses a hand.
One more time. Can't lift the shield, dislocates his arm. Yeah. Everyone's embarrassed.
All this, you're gonna hear all the spoilers by the time you go and see that movie. Oh my God. Carnage is in the movie. Oh my God.
I just don't know what to believe anymore. I'm really scared. I have been doing an okay job at avoiding spoilers on social media, but not good enough of one.
I got you, bro. Carnage is in the movie.
You know what? I can live with that spoiler. If it comes to fruition, I think I can live with that one. That's okay.
We'll talk about it more on our next episode. I'll say that the movie met its hype, if not exceeded it.
Damn.
Probably, if I had to put it on a list, because I like lists that don't go beyond 3, because I don't like to count past 3.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna say it's probably number 3 on my list.
Not quite 3.5.
No, that's too high of a number for me. That half scares me.
That's when you have to move over to the ring finger at that point. It's like, no, I already used thumb. I already used pointy. I already used middly. I can't use ring finger. That goes too far. I get scared at that point.
Yeah, I still think Infinity War and Winter Soldier's better.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The thing that this movie has going for it, obviously, we all know, is all the Easter eggs. I won't say any until the next episode, but
thank you.
I will say it's a Marvel movie. Marvel movies are amazing, like all the other ones that were released this year already: Eternal, Shang-Chi, and Black Widow.
Sure.
But I like I said, I feel like with this one, it's good regardless. It's amazing, but it has that gimmick of Easter eggs for days.
Oh, damn. All the fan service.
Winter Soldier, which I still think is probably number 1, has no gimmicks. It's just Captain America. It's bro love. It's bro love. That's the gimmick.
That's a fair call. I can dig that. I can dig that. Captain America, Winter Soldier, semicolon, bro love.
Yeah, it was good. Did not feel like an almost 3-hour movie. Cool. All of the Easter eggs were amazing. Obviously, the villains that are in this movie, they were all just as good as they were in the original Spider-Man movie.
I hope that means a good thing. I hope so. Because I love Doc Ock in Spider-Man 2. And Green Goblin was great in Spider-Man 1. But everything else, we'll see. I think maybe there's a reason you said they're as good as the movies they came from.
It's an MCU movie. This is an official MCU movie. They do them, except for maybe 2 villains, 3, 7 of those villains, 18 of those villains. I don't know how many are in there. 12. They're all good in their own respective way. I think there was just maybe a few that were just kind of there. I feel to just kind of be there.
Sure, just to make sure Peter Parker got sand in his shoes a little bit. That's about it. Though.
I mean, come on.
Yeah,
he's got throw water on him. I mean, you're good. It's all good. Get a vacuum. There. Weakness.
That's how they beat him in Spider-Man 3, right? Just
hear me out. You send out an army of Roombas, just 300 of them, just eat up Sandman. Done. Movie done.
You know what? You're not probably wrong. It would probably take a lot more Roombas than what would be like the most ideal situation. You'd probably break several thousand of them, but at the same time, it would work eventually. Why are they only sucking up my toes? Why are they starting there? I didn't even know I had toes in sand form. God damn it.
So yeah, like I said, I'm not saying, because I literally just said it's top 3 for me. It's number 3, but that's why I don't think it's better than Winter Soldier, because I'm starting to see a lot of people starting to say that it's better than Winter Soldier, and I personally think Winter Soldier's still better because it doesn't go for the gimmicks, except for the bro love gimmick, of course.
Of course. But at that time, we had only ever seen that in the comics themselves. So I think that's pretty fair of a call from you. But yeah, as you're probably alluding to, let's crack open this Slushy XL, if you will, once again, for 450 North Brewing Co. I'm down. I'm actually pretty nervous about this one, though. It says, but I like the flavors going on. It says strawberry daiquiri mix, lemon lime, and a rum flavor. I don't know if the rum's going to be my ticket, but we'll see.
It has a smell.
I'm gonna tap the toppy real quick.
Now I don't know if you remember, but my go-to drink in Cancun was strawberry daiquiris. So
that's right.
I'm gonna pretend like I'm back in Cancun again.
There you go. Throw on your shades. Take off your shirt.
Random white dude with curly hair wearing a robe. Probably not appropriate, but there's still that one guy in Cancun who's like that.
Yo, if it's in Cancun, it's all appropriate. Oh my gosh, this thing is thick. There's fruit in this that isn't falling out of the can.
I can really feel like that?
You know what? Man. I did have this beer in the freezer because today is the first day I had cooled it. Should I get a can opener?
You are gonna get all the Choro. This thing literally says to keep it cool.
I did. I mean, I did for the day.
For the day, AJ, we got this like a week ago.
This is like, I hate to crush the can.
I hate to say this, but this is a great reenactment of your butt later in the
day. Anyone not watching the video, this is like squeezing fruit concentrate right now.
This is out so of a gross. Keep pushing. You're almost there.
Keep pushing. Shout outs to 450 North Brewing Company. Oh, let them know that Beer Belly sent you. Oh,
this has a very familiar smell, and it's not strawberry daiquiri.
This is definitely fruit concentrate. Sorry, I'm still stuck on that.
Maybe it's concentrate that I'm smelling in this thing.
I think it's all. Oh, it's almost. I need to get like a can opener and just shred this mofo. I don't know. Anaconda squeeze.
Oh. I'm gonna take a drink out of this. I think I'm done watching you push.
Okay, sounds good. You know, while you do that, I'm gonna grab a spoon so I can stir this bad boy. I think I left it in the freezer a tad too long.
Ooh, that's interesting. Okay.
Just a tattles. Go ahead.
Wow. This is actually probably better than the last sour I had. The thing with the sours, at least the ones that I find good, they usually tend to be sweeter. And this is definitely sweet. No. Well, then again, we both are drinking the same beer, but might be having different experiences. Because mine's been in the fridge since the second I got home with
it. Well, mine's now cold. It's just that I took a sip of like just the froth that was on top of the can, like the concentrate that was on top. And I think it was, as you know, the word implies, it was very concentrated flavor right on it.
This is smooth. Holy
I'm
crap.
stirring my beer. It's the first time I've ever stirred a beer. So
you and your robe.
Let's see here.
Oh, wow.
All right. Oh, it is sour.
No, it's not very sour, though.
Not overly so. No, that's not bad.
It's not. Ooh. Are we slowly but surely becoming sour people? I don't think I like what this podcast is turning me into.
First, you start gaining an appreciation for stouts. Now you're liking sour beer. I don't know who you are anymore, sir.
I don't think I do either. I'm wearing a Cowboy Bebop sweater, and I don't even like the anime. I shouldn't say I don't like it. I'm not fond of it.
Oh my god. Fair enough. But it does have a corgi on it, so that's pretty much John right there for you.
When my wife first bought me this, I told her I didn't want to wear it because I was a poser, because I had never seen the show. But now I've technically seen the show. Wasn't the anime, but I saw the show.
It was a version. It was a version of the show. So it's you're not far off.
Never am, AJ. Never am.
Whenever you're in public now and people are like, hey, Cowboy Bebop, hey, Ein. Now you can actually say, hey, back. So you're okay. You're good.
And then I know it says somewhere on here, like, see you, cowboy.
Oh, see you, Space Cowboy?
Yeah, see you, Space Cowboy. It's like on the arms.
That's badass. I see it on the sleeve there. Yeah.
Space Cowboy. And then there's corgis everywhere.
It's pretty adorable. Again, make sure to take to watch the video versions of this because John looks pretty great in that damn corgi sweater.
I love it. All right, AJ. So
what's up?
I usually like to surprise you with the questions, but I did ask you this question in advance because you old. And I know sometimes it takes old people a long time to recall their old memories. So were you able to think of a time where you were gifted a gift that was a gift that you enjoyed because it was a gift, but by the time you opened the gift, you're like, what the fuck is this gift?
I thought it was the other way around. Like when
you ended up loving the gift.
There you go. Yeah. When you first open it, you're like, wait, what the fuck? And then time passes and you actually gain an appreciation for it. Right?
You're like, oh, wow. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. You got any examples?
You know what? I am old and I feel as though I'm still going to need more time. John prompted me with this about 40 minutes ago or so, about maybe an hour. And I'm still not sure as far as like an old story. I have something more recent.
Oh, yeah. That's why I said any point of your life.
Sure. I'm sure there is something. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure there is something that I could definitely mention, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head that's old. But more recently, and I think I might have slightly mentioned it on the show before, my birthday passed a few months ago. And so this is not the first time, but it's the first time where my body type has warranted the gift more. And I got like my first, as like an adult, as like a 30-something-year-old, my first large size shirt. And just to paint a little picture for
somebody
everybody.
Called you fat. Nice.
Well, let me just say, anyone can wear a large shirt. That's fine. Some people like to wear it as fashion statements. Some people like to wear it because it fits their body well. For me, I've always been a 5'6" dude who weighs, I used to average probably about 130 pounds or so. Now I've since gained probably another 30 on top of that.
Nice.
Maybe, dare I, maybe even 40 pounds on
You're
top
not
of that.
anorexic. Cool.
Very good. I'm a part of this show. So
there you go.
So I was like, oh man, should I feel insulted right now that they think I need to wear a large? Because medium fits me pretty damn well. I think that's a very nice form-fitting shirt to where it's not baggy, yet it's not too midriffy.
When you say form-fitting, that means you need to go up a size. This sweater, form-fitting. I need to go up a size. So are you trying to tell us on the podcast with all of our listeners that you are in fact a large, but in denial, so you're wearing a medium like me?
I'm saying I could wear a large, though it would likely look like I'm wearing a night shirt, like I'm ready to go off to bed or something. If I wear a large, medium's a little more where I'm at, or just a little bit more.
To each their own, AJ. To each their own.
Fuck me.
Okay, yeah. So you got the shirt.
And at first I was a little insulted by it, but now whenever I've tried it on, I'm like, actually, you know what? This actually fits pretty good. And I don't mind that it fits a little big. It actually adds a little more character to like the fit whatever I wear it with. It's kind of nice. So it's ultimately not too bad. And I'm slowly embracing my being over 30 and not being quite as active as I used to be at the gym.
A dad bod. Yep.
Yeah, it's coming along eventually, but I do want to do something about it. I'm not trying to settle. I do want to do something about it, but it's so much more fun to just not.
AJ, it is 4:40 p.m. We are halfway done with the day, and you're in a robe. You're a dad. You let yourself go.
One day I will be a dad, and I'll be able to better justify it, I think. But yeah, that's where we're at for now. How about you, sir? What's your what the fuck gift that ended up turning into a Christmas miracle?
So it wasn't Christmas.
Okay,
that's why I said gift. I don't remember what year it was. But you'll kind of have an idea of the year. So it was my birthday. I was so hyped. Unbelievably hyped because it was my birthday. And this was around the time when my parents, they didn't give me everything I wanted unless it was a birthday or Christmas.
It's back when they loved you.
Yeah, not anymore. Oh no. They gave me my gift and the box was like this. It was like this size. It was wrapped. And I was like, this isn't the size of a PlayStation 2. I don't think I'm going to like this gift. Open that bad boy up. It was a motherfucking Dreamcast. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Is this the controller?
What's a Shenmue? Because that was one of the two gifts they got me, was the Dreamcast, Shenmue, and the Sonic Adventure 2, I believe. And
okay. Or maybe the first Sonic Adventure, actually.
No, it was 2. It was 2.
Oh, okay.
It was definitely 2. I played 2 before 1.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because I didn't know what a fucking Dreamcast was. I remember seeing the Sonic commercials, but my heart was all set on the PlayStation. So
a lot of kids were.
I plugged it in. I played it. Still had no idea what it was. Kind of weird. and I'm talking for a cool minute. I was never really into it until when I was younger. I had people who lived across the street I was really close with, the kids. One of those kids had an older brother, and he knew what the Dreamcast was, and he probably had like 50 games, and he was actually very nice, and he gave them to me.
Wow. And
one of them had the bootleg version of Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Legit. Wow, legitimate. And that was a gift. Shit.
He also gave me the gun, and it had House of the Dead.
Oh, the light gun for House of the Dead? Oh, you dirty dog. Of course you'd get that lucky.
So once he kind of gave me all the games and I started playing through them, I was like, okay, this is nice. And then the other great thing that I realized, after that birthday was this shit is discontinued, and all of the games at Best Buy are on clearance, all of them. So I had bought so many games on clearance on top of the games that guy got me. And I'm not saying that's the reason I got into Marvel vs. Capcom. I had been playing Marvel vs. Capcom 1 way before 2. Yeah. So and I still have that Dreamcast. My little brother has it on him, but it still works. And a lot of those games are still there.
That's actually really badass. Hell yeah. I remember being a little kid when the Dreamcast was out, and at one point I remember not quite knowing what it was, and then eventually it came out and I still wanted to get into it, but I just never did. And then it came down to either buying a Dreamcast or a PlayStation 1, I believe. It was like maybe right before the PlayStation 2 came out, if memory serves me correct. And I think they were both going for like $100, and I had saved up $100 from like allowance, and so I ended up going with the PlayStation 1 only because I knew more games that were on that console. But since then, and while I love my PS1 and everything, I kind of sometimes regret not getting a Dreamcast just to really be a part of that small community
that was in it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it. And then once I hit a certain age is when I started getting more into the forums, and then I realized that you can illegally download games and burn them. Oh, that was it. I was done. I played all of the Dreamcast games. Oh my God. And I mean, I might be wrong now, but I know a few years ago, people were still making games for the Dreamcast.
Oh yeah, I think they still do, kind of. I'm pretty sure they still do, because it's like easily ROMable, hackable. You could do whatever the fuck you want with it. You could turn it into a lunchbox, a microwave. It's crazy.
Yeah, but it's funny because the first time I actually experienced the hacked versions of Dreamcast games, the way it worked was you had to put a disc inside your Dreamcast and it'd load like a deer, and the deer would just kind of spin around, and you had to wait like 10 seconds. And then from there, you open the Dreamcast, but you don't turn it off. And then you put in your burnt game. And then from there, it load. It was like there to bypass the security.
Whoa. That's pretty rad.
Maybe a few months after that, though, because you got to remember, I was very late into the game. A few months, if not a year after that, they figured out how to do it where you didn't need to do that anymore. It's just your burnt game played on the Dreamcast.
The technology got better. They figured things out. That's really rad.
I wouldn't say it got better. It got figured out. Okay, that should play CD-ROMs.
The most easy thing to burn stuff onto, I guess, especially back in the day. Damn.
Yeah.
That's so rad. Damn. Okay, yeah, I could definitely see how that. That's definitely cooler than mine, than just a shirt. But mine was given with love. Yes, exactly. Low key calling me fat, but I'll take it.
It was pretty hard. Oh, my Dreamcast came with the 3 sports game. It was like 2K11. Okay. It was baseball, football, basketball.
Oh wow, that's kind of interesting. Then
it came in the package. Yeah.
Huh.
And like I said, my parents got me Shenmue. My dad had no idea what it was, and even then, I didn't play it at all. It wasn't until that older brother actually kind of hyped me up about it. And I was a kid, so I thought he was like the coolest guy ever.
Because
he was like 10, 15 years older than me, and he's showing me all this shit.
Oh damn.
And he actually explained to me what goes on in Shenmue. I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna play. And like the way I am now, I was exactly the same way I was back then. I like to read. So it took me fucking forever to beat that game. Because if you're not paying attention to what's going on, it's going to take you forever to beat that game.
I can empathize with that for sure. Like I avoided like RPGs and adventure games like Legend of Zelda and stuff for the same reason. Like I was like, I'm never gonna play a Final Fantasy game. They look awesome, the characters look really cool, but I'm never gonna know what's going on because I don't want to have to pay attention that closely. I'm used to Star Fox. You go from level to level, you shoot them up, and that's all you do.
The game tells you where to go for most of the levels in Star Fox.
Exactly. And guess what? If you're on the 3D portion of a level on the boss fight, you fly too far one direction, it flips you right back around to the action. So
I let the game tell me how to play.
Exactly.
I don't need to use my brain power. The fuck is that? Yeah, and I don't know if it was that year. It may have been that year. I got the PlayStation 2 for Christmas.
Oh, damn.
It may have been after, because I know I got the PlayStation when Budokai came out. That's when I was like all over my parents. I was like, I want this. I am going to die if you don't buy me this.
If I don't have this. Spoiled brat. But I can relate for sure.
So they did the most awesome thing ever. They got me that PlayStation 2. That was it, though. No, that was it.
No game.
They didn't know what game I was talking about, so they surprised me for Christmas, and they told me when the store opens up tomorrow, the day after Christmas, we'll go and take you to buy your game.
Oh, that's cool then. Okay, that's cool. That at least that. But I bet that whole day was the longest ever, waiting to just freaking buy yourself a video game. Oh man.
Since we're on the subject of PlayStation 2, I need to vent a little bit, because I was just thinking about this. I'm pretty sure when I got that PS2, like all other PlayStations and PlayStation 2s, they came with a demo. Because we're that old, demos used to come in a disc. And it was usually like 8 playable demos. You know what I'm talking about, you son of a bitch.
They even had them on PlayStation 1. I remember.
I'm talking years after I owned my PlayStation 2. Beat Budokai 1, 2, fucking beat the Matrix, had all the cool cheat codes. I gave my character a sword. I was in it. I was ready. And I was getting demos. Or I was getting like the PlayStation magazines that came with demos in them. And this demo had the coolest games. And I remember one of them was Viewtiful Joe. And I'm like, I've been wanting to play Viewtiful Joe forever at that point.
That's cool.
Like, cool. Let's fucking go. So
great. Oh, by the way, great video game. Great video game.
No, I beg to differ. So pop that game in there, playing, and I was addicted to the demo, because certain demos I just loved playing, so I just replay them over and over and over again and not play other games. So for like a cool week, I was playing that demo, fucking doing awesome, like fuck yeah. And then I finally ready to boot up the Matrix, because I was really hooked on the Matrix at that point. Memory gone. What the fuck? Memory motherfucking gone. All of it. Breakthrough Goku 2 gone. Breakthrough Gohan gone. Vegeta breakthrough. By the way, breakthrough means they got all the moves. It's because
I remember it's like that one capsule, right?
That gives them all the moves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gone.
Oh,
fucking 2 months later, I got a fucking postcard saying, if you play Viewtiful Joe on this demo, delete all your saved memory. Have not played Viewtiful Joe since then.
It's such a great game, too.
Done. Do you want to know how you get John to stop playing Matrix? Erase his memory. Done.
You never beat Enter the Matrix or whatever it was called?
No, I beat it, and I had everything unlocked. But I was so hooked, I would go back. Yeah. Not anymore. Sony. That's why I like Xbox more, you bitch.
Jesus Christ. Strong words. Oh my God. Well, they'll never be a sponsor of the show.
I'm all heated. Yeah. No. They can sponsor us when they give me back my data.
Game file after game file just kaput.
Gone. And I maxed out that 32 megabyte memory card. Maxed it out. You want to know a quick way of cleaning it? Play Viewtiful Joe.
I almost spat on this computer right now. This would have been terrible.
Oh God.
Oh shit.
I'm all frustrated now. I don't even want to record anymore.
Drink your sorrows away, sir. Drink them away.
I blame that for my alcoholism.
Yeah, still working on that. I see. That's okay. That's okay. Oh my god! Again, to be fair, Viewtiful Joe 1 and 2, pretty damn sick. I look forward to them ever making one again. We'll see. I doubt it though.
They probably won't because they probably deleted their own data. Bitches.
Just every version of the game just gone now.
Fuck demos.
It's all right. I had younger sibling or younger like not step siblings, but like I guess just kids of people that my parents would date, and I would let them play my video games, and they would personally delete my lovely save files just so they could start a new game without asking. And I would just go back to my GameCube or back to my PlayStation 2 or Xbox, whatever, and realize what just happened? Where did everything go? What? And then I ask, and I'm like, when you played this, what happened? And they're like, oh, I deleted the game so that way I could start new.
Oh, bitch. Man. Whoever that little kid is, you bitch.
I couldn't believe it. I haven't been that livid in a long time, but it's pretty bad. Pokemon save file, you only get one. Get one. And all of them, all those friends you made, those 151 friends, bye-bye.
Gone. All of them. Massigno, surprisingly still there, but the rest gone.
That's the ironic part of it. That bastard ass Pokemon. Pixel ass motherfucker. Speaking of,
why have they not turned that into a Pokemon?
Into an actual Pokemon? I would love to see what that would look like in 3D.
Static. Okay, what were you gonna say?
Just 3D static, like TV static. That's all it would be. I'm not opposed to it. Mm-hmm. Just make it a thing.
Agreed.
You mentioned Xbox earlier, and I finally got my Xbox Series X in the mail this morning. God damn it!
Nice.
I set aside my whole no working work day yesterday, just because I was anticipating it coming, according to the mail, and I was tracking the package. Was supposed to make it any time yesterday, never did. And then finally I get it and it arrives, and it came from a U-Haul truck, even though it was through FedEx. It was the weirdest thing in the world. Oh,
that's so sketch.
It seemed shady as hell. And the worst part was the guy who delivered it was like, hey, so he was feeling the box as he gave it to me, and he's like, PS5? And I told him, no, I already got the PS5. This is the Series X. And he's like, oh, really cool. And then I bring it in. Nice one. And then I put it on the ground, and I look, and the side of the box is torn open to where you can see what's inside. And I'm only left to assume, FedEx, that your driver or whoever the hell handled my fucking package, FedEx, decided to peek inside to see, oh, you know what? This is a similar shape and weight to most consoles we've been shipping here. Let me just take a peek and see if I want it. And they probably saw it was Xbox and was like, oh, no, it's not a PS5. Never mind. We'll let the kid have it this time. Fucking bastards.
Bitches.
I know. And I couldn't believe it. It was nicely peeled open just a bit to where you can definitely see what was in the fucking box. I don't think that was a coincidence whatsoever.
Bitches. Were they the ones who fucked you years ago? Or was it UPS?
I want to say it was UPS. So just, any normal way of snail mail delivery is out to get me, I think. Be it UPS, FedEx, or the USPS for that fucking matter.
Oh
yeah. Sorry. Now I'm upset. God damn it.
Oh man, that was good.
Yeah, I guess I'll take my last sip real quick as well. Gosh darn.
Yeah, this was unbelievably smooth. Mm-hmm. Sours usually have sour to it. This was a word I love to use with certain IPAs. It was pretty balanced.
Yeah, I would say so. I'm not like getting an overwhelming bit of strawberry or lime from this one for that matter.
I would agree. What's the percentage on this thing?
You know what? That's one thing I did not look for. Does it say anywhere?
I'm sure it does.
They typically do, right? Oh, I got a little bit more gushing from my can right now. Let's see. There we go. So Dracula Daiquiri, again by 450 North Brewing Company. But I'm not seeing a percentage either. Oh, wait. Do I? No, I don't.
I feel like I've had a rant about this before.
Okay.
But don't make me look up your shit online. It loses its appeal. Why are you hiding your alcohol content? Who are you hiding it from? The government?
From the people who might potentially buy it. They're like, oh, it's only 2%. I'm okay.
I could be pregnant and I would never know how much alcohol's in here.
No, that's true. I don't see, besides the Surgeon General's warning, I don't see anything about alcohol on this. I don't know.
I'm kind of don't Google it. Now. Don't give them the power.
I was just about to.
I know also. You were. Don't do it. This is where I take a stand. If you want me to buy your beers, you put your description and alcohol content on the can.
Fair enough. You've heard it here first. But like you said, well balanced, not bad tasting at all. Some decent lime, some decent strawberry mixed in there. Not too bad.
Lost all of it goodness. Nothing but bitterness.
I think you need that cocktail you said you were going to have. Then you might as well.
Fucking awful. Ugh. I pushed the can. You can't see it, but I pushed it.
I heard it. It's okay. That nice. Yeah, a little Abuelita backhand. There you go. Coincidentally, you're famous for that wrestling move as well. The Abuelita backhand.
Oh yeah, it's my finishing move. Special. But in all actuality, I would probably try another beer from this brewery.
Oh yeah, I would, especially if it was a sour. I trust it now.
They're gonna get a strongly worded email though about putting their alcohol content on the cans.
Yeah, that would be nice. I know I crushed mine quite a bit just to try to get the last bit of juices out, and maybe it's not there, or maybe it is there, but now it's crushed and I can't read it. I'm not sure.
It's not on your AJ.
All right, fair enough. Were you gonna actually pour yourself another drink like you mentioned earlier, or are you good?
I have a show I have to go to later, like a concert play.
Ooh, who are you
concert
seeing?
Play, a college play. I'm sorry.
Oh, a
college play. We're gonna see the Nutcracker.
Oh, okay.
The Nutcracker. Yeah.
Very nice. Classic. Good. All right, fair enough. Maybe you can have one right before you sit down.
I don't know if they sell alcohol at community colleges.
Doesn't mean you can't party in the parking lot.
You're right.
Tailgate that.
Right.
Start the tailgate party.
You're right.
Give out beer belly stickers.
A flask, maybe? Come on, John.
I expect you to be at the door as people are entering, handing out the programs for the show. You're handing out beer belly stickers upon entry as well.
Just like Spider-Man, when Wolverine shows up, I don't want to have to walk away and go pee.
Jesus Christ.
Just don't want that to happen. And alcohol does that. And because of that, I missed when Storm did her powers.
I hope you're joking. You have to be joking.
Maybe.
There's no way they would bring mutants into the MCU.
Are you sure?
Now.
Multiverse? Doctor Strange? He does multiverse shit. That's not spoilers. That's in the trailer. You know what is spoiler is the fact that the X-Men are introduced in this movie. That's a spoiler.
Bastard and a third. That's absolutely
fucking awful. Should we put at the beginning of this podcast a quick disclaimer? Everything John is saying is not true. Never listen to John. He is an idiot.
I you know what? Send me that sentence and I'll put it in all caps at the beginning of the episode description. 100%. Not opposed to it whatsoever. There's an attention grabber for you. Well, on that note, John, why don't you give people the words of wisdom for the week, seeing that you are an idiot, but also simultaneously just somehow wise.
If you're feeling like a good glass of whiskey, now hear me out. Y'all gonna say, which I agree. You can bleep that out, by the way, AJ.
If I remember to, we'll see. Jeez. It was fun doing the show while we could.
Put your whiskey glass in the freezer overnight. Let that glass get cold. Pour your whiskey in the glass in the freezer. Leave the whiskey in the freezer for about an hour in that already cold glass. You got cold whiskey without ice.
Wisdom. Not wisdom. Not a bad strat. I'm not bad. I mean, it might. I mean, that's like just adding. It's like adding ice anyway. You'll get a little water in there, but it's more. It's better
if you don't want to dilute it.
Way. Yeah, yeah.
If you don't want it diluted. I mean, I've also done it where I put ice in the cup in the freezer and then the whiskey in the freezer, and the ice doesn't melt whatsoever. But if you don't want to dilute it, just pour it right in that glass, leave it in there for an hour or two. Comes out so cold.
I'm ready for a Manhattan now. God damn. That sounds great. Well, you heard it here first. The pro strats from John, the words of wisdom for the week. Let us know what you thought about Spider-Man No Way Home. Please let us know at Beer Belly Pod on all the socials. Links to everywhere you can find us in every episode description. Spoil us just like John did, of course. Are you playing Mortal Kombat over there?
It kind of sounds like it, right? But I'm naming X-Men characters.
We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Xavier.
Oh my God. Nightcrawler. Nobody likes him.